I asked over 100 medical professionals to give me their tips on movement as it relates to their medical specialty. This video might change your life. I'll start. My name's Dr. Brent Rassi. I'm the owner of Rassi Mobile Chiropractic and a chiropractor certified in non-surgical spinal decompression in Central Illinois. First off, did you know that the average time a person spends sitting is about 7 hours per day? That's 35 hours per week, nearly a full-time job sitting, which is roughly 150 hours per month. That's about 6 full days of non-stop sitting. That equates to almost 1,800 hours per year, which is over 2.5 months sitting. And if we take that another step, that's about 18,000 hours of sitting per 10 years, which equates to almost 2 full years sitting. That is a lot of time being sedentary. Here's a simple tip that I give my patients. Set a timer on your phone every 15 minutes. Yes, every 15 minutes. And when that timer goes off, you have to do the opposite of what your body was doing for the majority of that time. So if you're sitting hunched over staring at a screen, stand up and bend backwards. If you're spending a lot of time standing and doing a lot of overhead activities, sit down and bend forward. Move in the opposite direction. Breaking repetitive postures with opposite movements helps keep your body in balance, and it reduces the stiffness and it reduces the amount of times you're in pain.
Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Tyler BIGENHO. I'm a chiropractor in Orange County, California, and I'm a big nerd about spinal health as we age. In our spine, we have a bunch of bones. If those bones aren't moving as we age, they start to literally rot. You ever heard of degeneration? Yeah, it's the same exact thing as saying your bones are rotting. I'm gonna show you 3 movements that I show my patients all the time to help maintain your spinal health. With these exercises, we're gonna be focusing on hydrating our spine. First one, bring your head back and push your chin back, just like that. Do this 10 to 15 times. That's for your neck. For your mid back, arms at the top, all I want you to do is push your chest into the ground, like that. So we're helping the mid back. Obviously, there's a lot of different exercises that can achieve these things, but I'm just showing you 3 really basic ones. For our low back, hands are here, push up. 10 to 15 of all 3 of these every single day, and you'll keep your spine nice and hydrated as you age.
Hi, my name is Dr. Olivia Joseph. I'm one of the co-founders of the Wellness Connection, and today I want to share some tips with you nutritionally, how to keep you moving, how to keep your muscles healthy. So first and foremost, magnesium. Magnesium glycinate is one of my favorite nutrients for movement and muscle. It gets absorbed by muscle and it allows your muscles to relax as well as recover properly. Great for sleep, great for recovery. Another thing I'm a big fan of for movement is turmeric. Turmeric acts as a natural anti-inflammatory. It's been studied in the brain, in the intestines, but turmeric crosses into the bloodstream, so it can reduce inflammation everywhere. And I've had so many patients report to me improvement in pain as well as stiffness using products like turmeric. Last but not least, collagen. Collagen is one of my favorite supplements for joint health. It's also a great way to boost your protein intake. Now, if you really want to maximize your hydration, do so with electrolytes. What electrolytes do is they make your water more absorbable. So you have to drink enough water to have good motion and mobility, but it's important that you absorb that water. So using electrolytes will help with that water absorption to make it even more effective.
Hey, Dr. Brent, thanks so much for having me. My name is Dr. Bryan Ladd. I'm a physical therapist and a board-certified orthopedic clinical specialist. And my best health advice is to just be consistent. You know, in 2025, there's so much information out there regarding things that you should do, what you shouldn't do. And while some things are important, the most important thing is that you just do it and you keep doing it. So whether that be going for a walk, strength training, watching your nutrition, all those things are important. You should do all those things, but really just keep doing it. Just keep going. Some days you're going to be able to give more than others, and that's okay. Do, what you can on that day. You can always do more the next. The big thing though is those little movement snacks, as we like to call them. Those things add up over time and they compound on each other. So if you just keep doing it, you keep doing it, you keep doing it, it's going to pay off in the end. Remember that it doesn't pay off the next day. It could be 30, 60, 90 days down the road, as long as you know in the back of your head that it's going to pay off at some point. You just got to keep going. Just keep going and don't give up. So that is my best health advice.
Hi everybody, my name is Riley. I'm very thankful that Dr. Brent included me in this project, and I'm really excited to see it all come together. I am a personal trainer. I'm a stretching and flexibility specialist. I worked with Dr. Brent for about 6 years in the chiropractic field as well, so I've got to see a lot of great things happen from functional movement, functional medicine. My number one advice to anybody, any patient, any person would be find what fits you, find what fits your lifestyle. If you work a super laborious job, focus on stretching, breathing, cardio. It's really important to keep moving to prevent disease and things in our bodies that people are not doing anything about until it's too late. So what I personally like to do is make sure that I get my 10,000 steps every single day. It sounds, kind of basic, but at the end of the day, if you look at your watch, you'd be surprised maybe how many steps you didn't get. So make sure you're doing that, make sure you're eating good, and that's my best advice.
Hey guys, my name is Quinn. I'm currently a physician assistant in dermatology, formerly of orthopedic trauma surgery, and licensed athletic trainer in the state of Illinois. I'd like to take a second to thank Dr. Rossi for inviting me to this project, as I believe movement in healthcare is super important. He asked what my best advice would be regarding movement and health. I think there's two things I can think of off the top of my head. Is first off, set an attainable goal. A goal that you can do in a certain time frame, whether it's run a certain number of miles, whether it's lose a certain amount of weight, whether it's lift a certain amount of weight, whatever that goal may be. Second most important thing, you need to have fun with it. If you don't have fun with it, you're not going to enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, then you're not going to stick to it. One attainable tip I try to go by every day is I take my Fitbit and I try to get at least 10,000 steps a day. Thanks for having me, Dr. Rossi. Bye.
Hi, Dr. Brent. My name is Janie and I am a trauma-informed yoga teacher. I specialize in trauma integration, movement as a form of embodiment, and community building. And it's so fun. I love my work so much. My best advice for patients regarding movement is to move because you love your body. Move because you have a body that can move. Once you move in a way that is more celebratory and possibly curious, I believe that you could get more out of the movement. And not only move because you love your body, but find movement practices that feel like love, or that feel like a celebration, or at least get you excited to do it, right? So that could be a walk, that could be yoga, that could be hiking, that could be rock climbing, that can be truly anything. But I invite you to get curious about your intentions around your movement and the way that you're speaking to yourself in the movement practice. And it may not be love, it may not be celebration, but it could be curiosity. It could be a form of getting to know yourself. It could be a form of connecting with community or friendship. But I invite you, instead of using movement as something that you have to do, but maybe movement as something that you get to do, because you have a body that lives and breathes and can move. So yeah.
Dr. Rossi, thanks for having me. My name is Frank Flanagan. I'm the club director and owner here at Iowa Select Volleyball Club. We work with kids from 11 to 18 years old in the sport of volleyball. They're all very serious about it, and majority of them would like to go play in college one day. That's a really long career, so our biggest tip to our athletes is stay involved in multiple activities throughout your prep career. So if your main sport is volleyball, it's okay to keep playing some tennis, some basketball, some pickleball once a week with your grandparents. Those are all very positive movements that you can transfer in to the sport of volleyball if that's your main sport. We also think that prevents burnout. It keeps volleyball really fresh for the athletes. And for those athletes that want to play into college, I think it's really important that volleyball isn't looked at as this negative thing that you always have to go to. So stay involved in multiple things and keep volleyball fresh.
My name's Madison. I am 28. I am a pediatric ICU nurse. I love all things health and wellness. I'd like to think of myself as a fairly healthy person. One of the things that I've tried to adopt in my everyday routine is movement after meals. I feel like our first instinct after we eat is just to go sit on the couch. And I've felt that if I get up and go take a walk, go take a stretch, especially when the weather is nice, it really gives me more energy. I feel less sluggish, and it kickstarts my digestion. Hope this is something that helps all of you. Thank you, Dr. Brent.
Thanks for having me, Dr. Brent. I'm Jen Schultz, and I'm a doctor of physical therapy specializing in movement to help optimize function and quality of life. Strength and mobility are the cornerstones of health and wellness, giving you the ability to move and interact freely in the world without restrictions. Regular exercise builds resilience in your body so that when you encounter the physical demands life throws at you, you have the adequate strength and mobility to allow you to do those things with less risk of injury. The best thing you can do in life is get strong, stay strong, and always keep moving, so you can do everything you want to. One simple activity you can do every day to help maintain important function is to get down onto the ground and get back up.
If you guys like this video, go ahead and subscribe for part 2, where I interview more health professionals giving their best tips on movement. Take care, everybody.